Step 3. Understanding the building blocks, the strategy document.
Before we walk through the process of creating your strategic plan, let's start with the end in mind by taking a look at what you will have once you complete the planning phases of the driver's model. Whether you are executing a strategy process over 6 months or simply holding a 2-day planning retreat, the driver's model provides you with 5 primary deliverables that are critical to the successful implementation of your plan. The strategy document, which summarizes your strategic plan in a single 11 by 17 sheet folded in half. The appendix document, which contains the organization's current situation analysis and other information that led to the strategy document. The action plans, one for each priority strategy, which details the steps that will be taken to accomplish the strategic priorities. The communication plan, which describes how the plan will be communicated and to whom. And the monitoring plan, which details the approach for monitoring the implementation and success of the plan. The primary item that people in your organization will visualize when they think of your strategic plan is the strategy document. A great vision statement describes what the future will look like if you achieve your mission. A great mission statement simply answers 3 questions. What do you do? For whom do you do it? And what benefit do you provide? The third element on the first page is the organization's goals. Goals are broad, long-term aims that define accomplishment of the mission. The second page of the strategy document shows for each goal the specific measurable objectives that define accomplishment of the goal. Defining objectives is the final step in the direction-setting stage of the strategy development process. Once objectives have been identified, your planning team has defined where the organization is going and how it will measure success along the way. At this point, the first half of the strategy development process is complete. The second half of strategy development is called implementation planning, which focuses on how the organization will achieve the objectives. This includes identifying your critical success factors, barriers, and strategies. Critical success factors answer the question, what are the key conditions that if we create them, will drive achievement of our objectives? While critical success factors identify critical conditions for success, barriers are existing or potential challenges that hinder the achievement of one or more objectives. To identify your barriers, you ask the question, what is standing in the way of us achieving our objectives? Why aren't we there already? Once you've identified your critical success factors and barriers, you are now ready to determine your strategies. Strategies are your drivers, the things you actually do to achieve your objectives, create a critical condition, or overcome a barrier. Page 4 of the strategy document shows the organization's priority initiatives and guiding principles. It is not unusual for a plan to include 30 to 40 strategies. The driver's model includes an activity to help you prioritize the most important strategies to start on first. Then you write detailed action plans for each of the priority strategies. Guiding principles are general guidelines that set the foundation for how the organization will operate. They describe both the value and the action people take based on that value. To summarize, the 4-page strategy document describes the organization's mission, vision, goals, objectives, critical success factors, barrier strategies, priorities, and guiding principles in a simply illustrated, easily understandable format. While other planning approaches produce lengthy strategy manuals, the strategy document from the driver's model is elegantly simple, yet provides a comprehensive view of how each component of the plan fits together to drive the organization to success.
Leadership Strategies has helped hundreds of organizations like yours develop successful strategic plans.